Hey there and welcome to Code Wrinkles. This video will be a little bit different, but it's not a clickbait. I'm really done with content creation, or I'm really done with trying to be a content creator. And in this video, I would like to share you my thought process and my personal experiences that actually led me to this conclusion. However, I think that there might be some very valuable new things for you coming on forward, so I would encourage you to continue watching this video even if it's not something very deep technical. Now, if you have watched this channel before, I think that it's of no surprise for anyone that during the last couple of years, I tried my best to actually become or be a content creator. And I tried to follow different paradigms and things that, or best practices, let's say it that way, that content creators should do, or how they should do different things in order, well, to kind of like make themselves a living out of content creation. So I really tried to do that. Now, it is very painful to admit, but after a lot of very deep analysis and understanding and trying to understand things and myself, first of all, I came to this conclusion that I probably don't have what it takes to be a content creator in this perspective, especially in the context of, let's say, these new technologies and the direction in which generally content and YouTube and content platforms go and evolve nowadays. I think I'm struggling to find my place here somewhere. And I say that it's difficult for me because it's always difficult for anybody to admit that you have failed at something, but I think I really have failed at content creation. Now, I don't want to blame others, and I don't know how people consume content or what type of content the people consume, although this also has a fair amount of weight in the decision that I had. I first of all needed to admit, and I think that the facts actually speak for themselves, that I don't have the skills that are required for that. Like, I don't have the consistency that a content creator should have. I don't have the entertainment, so I'm not an entertaining guy like other content creators, and usually entertainment does very well on content creation platforms, but I really can't do that. I'm also not the best storyteller, so no matter how much I try to actually improve my storytelling skills, I'm still a little bit short of being a very good storyteller. That's why probably in my videos mostly I try to concentrate on how you can get things done, like from a technical perspective with a lot of demos. But it seems that here I lack the capacity to really kind of like find the appropriate topics and to really find the appropriate balance between technical implementation and describing actually what we want to solve, and also the real practical use cases, so that my videos are really valuable for people. And that's why I, for instance, noticed that even if I tried my best and from a technical perspective, like from a video editing and what I've been doing, kind of like according to the best practices, my videos became better, still the watch time for each video actually decreased drastically. And I also realized that for all the videos that I really worked a lot on from a technical perspective to set things up and to do things the right way and try not to be dogmatic and try to really give something valuable, those were actually the videos that performed worst. On the other side, the videos that performed very good were the videos where I was going into deep controversial takes or hot takes, or I don't know, lashing out at something that others do or said, and things like that. And I really don't like that a lot. I don't enjoy that type of content, even though I've done a fair amount of videos like this because, hey, I wanted to get views, obviously. So bottom line is that I totally lack the skill to actually find the appropriate balance so that my audience gets really hooked into the videos and that they watch those videos for longer and still delivering a lot of technical value. So yeah, as a bottom line, I have to accept it. I don't have the necessary skills to be a, let's say, full-time content creator. So that's definitely not the way to go for me. On the other hand, there's for me also a lot of frustration with the direction in which content creation or content consumption goes nowadays. As I briefly mentioned earlier, people tend to consume a lot of videos or of content that's really hot takes, that's controversial, that stirs up discussion or passions or empathies or even fights, I would say. And even if I've done that, I'm really not comfortable with doing that type of videos. Also, I think in this space, most of the creators went this route of becoming, let's say, full-time content creators and taking notes from other content creators in the programming space, maybe from other ecosystems, and they have set up some kind of like systems in which They, yeah, create some valuable content here on YouTube or maybe also on other platforms. But the main idea behind of this is almost always, hey, let me do something very entertaining here on YouTube, or something very controversial, or hey, this is new, although nobody really needs that specific thing. But then if you want to find out more or kind of like go into the real world cases, you know, I have a course that you can buy, and then you will learn everything. And we've come to a place, for instance, where I've seen, for instance, courses that are sold, I don't know, for $400, where they simply sell you this idea of, okay, let's just build a URL shortener with some health checks, with some very basic telemetry in it, and with some bicep scripts to provision Azure resources. And although this type of content I think is very valuable, it doesn't really justify the $400, especially in a world that's full of AI and where AI can help us a lot in understanding these things and setting these things up. I don't think that this is the right way, and I don't think that it's fair and it's just to, let's say, pay $400 for that type of course. That's not a critique, that's just the way that I see things or the way that I look at different things, and for me, this simply doesn't add up. And I don't feel, even though I contemplated in October this year this idea of creating courses, I even started to work on a microservices course that I wanted to sell kind of like for a higher price tag. But then I realized that I'm not comfortable with that. I don't think that courses like this should be sold or should have prices in this specific range, because in the world that we live in today, their value, their monetary value from my point of view, is not that high. So I personally feel like I would trick people into buying that course. It's almost something like a scam, or I feel it for me like a scam. So my idea is that I would like to try to kind of like create this type of content, obviously not in the same very fast pace, but for free. And here it comes the way, or what's next for the Code Wrinkles channel and what you can expect from me. My whole idea right now is that I want to go from this mindset of being kind of like, or trying to be a content creator. Instead of this, I just want to be a community contributor, let's say it like this. So the thing is that I will not commit to any, I don't know, video uploading schedules or things like that. But what I can promise is that I would definitely continue to do videos. And for instance, right now I was working on something that I will reuse also at work, with setting up like production projects with everything that they need. For instance, like how do we ensure code quality right from the planning and design phase? How do we ensure security right from the planning and from the design phase? And all that I've done here, or all that specific kind of like setting up, I will also create a video on that, most probably during this week, and I will upload it. So the thing is that when I will do things, or if I can extract from work some ideas that I think might be very and deeply valuable, I will simply create a video on that and share this video here, even though that specific type of content you would usually find mostly in courses for which you would have to pay. As I just want to be a community contributor, I don't really care anymore how many views I get and how much money do I get from YouTube, from memberships, or from other stuff. I don't care about that anymore. Now, that's why I have decided a few things that I think might be very important for you. First of all, you know that until now we had on Code Wrinkles, we had memberships. And for Code Wrinkles members on the Tire Ambassador, I was making the source code available for them after uploading each video. Now, the thing is that I have revisited this approach a little bit, and I want to really have everything that I do being available for free. Now, this means that I have basically canceled my memberships, or all the tires that I had till now, and from now on, my source code will always be available on GitHub. However, to be fair towards the people that have paid membership so far, I will do this only for videos that start in November this year. So for instance, if you go on GitHub, I have an organization which is called Code Wrinkles, and then there is this repository YouTube source code. And in this repository, I will upload after each video basically the source code for that specific video. There will be a very straightforward folder structure. So first of all, we will have the year as a, let's say, top level folder, then the month, then the name of the video. And then in that folder with the name of the video, you will find the appropriate source code. So just feel free to, well, have this repository maybe cloned if you want. Definitely start it. Feel free to maybe share it with others. And starting with all the videos that I will upload from now on, all the source code will always be available here. Now, coming back to memberships, I created another membership tier instead, which is basically for people that just really want to, let's say, sponsor me or support this channel, but that doesn't really bring anything of value to it. So you still have access to the source code. Everything that I will do will still be available for free. But if you just want to support me or the channel, you can feel free to simply become a member and stop being a member whenever you feel to, obviously. There is one other important thing that I managed to achieve, or not me personally, but the entire community throughout this idea of memberships, is that I've created 2 years ago a Discord server called Code Wrinkles. And basically all the YouTube Code Wrinkles members were automatically synchronized to the Discord server. Now on the Discord server, we managed to build kind of like a very nice community where we have a lot of very nice discussions and we find out a lot of new things. We discuss things that happen. We share ideas, we ask for feedback, we ask for help, and we try to help others. And I really liked or still like the idea of the community that I have there. So one important thing that happens right now is that the Code Wrinkles Discord server is not tied to the Code Wrinkles membership on YouTube anymore. So from now on, basically everyone can get access or can join the Code Wrinkles server and join the community and all the discussions and everything that we do there, including kind of like regular hangouts and discussions and a lot of very, very interesting stuff. Now, if you want to join the Code Wrinkles server, once again, everything is totally for free, no strings attached. You will find a link below in the description for this video. And if you click on that link, you would be able to join the Code Wrinkles server right away, and you can contribute right away to the entire community. As a summary, I will indeed stop being a content creator and trying to, well, do things according to formulas that would make me a great content creator and earn a lot of money out of it. Instead, I just want to focus to give something to the community and try to give my 2 cents for those that think that might find something valuable in the things that I do. Therefore, I will continue to post some videos, but I don't commit to any very specific schedule. Whenever I have time and whenever I have things that are interesting and that I manage to actually get together and that I think that are valuable and that otherwise you would mostly only get in paid courses, I will do videos on them and upload them on YouTube for free. Then source code availability is not tied to the Code Wrinkles membership anymore, so you can just simply go to GitHub and see there all the source code for the videos that I will upload from now on. And last but not least, the most important thing is starting now, you can join the Code Wrinkles Discord community for free right away using the link in the description, and we can have a lot of discussions and interesting talks there as well. And obviously from there, we might also come up with some interesting ideas for potential new videos. And once again, whatever I do, I will not use clickbaits anymore. I won't do things just to get viewers or to get views or to get people, I don't know, maybe fighting or just passionate about something. I will only post things that I myself would think or I would have found useful earlier in my career. I know this video maybe already got a little bit longer than I would have expected, and I'm really apologizing for that. But if you have anything to share or ideas on how things could go forward, let's say just as a community, not on this idea of let's create content, feel free and don't be shy to go to the comment section and leave me a comment, and I would be more than happy to get in touch with that and find out what you think about this. Also, if you're not subscribed to this channel and you watch this video, please make sure to subscribe, because even though I don't commit to a schedule as promised, I will still upload videos that I think will be very important and very valuable, because most of them will be extracting from the things that I do at work as a software architect day by day. This being said, thank you very much for your patience and watching, and until the next time, I wish you the very best.